Well, hey, everybody. My name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And we do InterNACHI webinars. And these are free, live, online, interactive, and open to everyone. And if you wanted to register for a webinar or watch one of the video recordings, because each webinar is video recorded to watch later, that's at nachi.org/webinars, nachi.org/webinars. And if you're not a member of InterNACHI and you wanted to join InterNACHI, we have a couple of discounts for you if you'd like to give a try. That's at nachi.org/trial, nachi.org/trial. Go there and enter the code webinar month for a 1-month free trial membership at InterNACHI, or enter the code webinar for a 50% discount off your first year membership. So these two offers are for non-members only. If you've never been a member and you're not a member now and you'd like to give us a try, we'd be happy to have you. InterNACHI has a college within the trade organization. It's called the InterNACHI School. It's an accredited home inspector college. It's the only one, and it's tuition free. So all of the online courses that you take at InterNACHI are provided by a tuition-free college, and that's at internachi.edu. Don't take any courses or classes from an unaccredited school. Go to the only home inspector college, and that's at internachi.edu, a tuition-free college. If you're interested in websites, InterNACHI has negotiated with InterNACHI's official vendor for inspector website designs, that's inspectorbuilder.com, we drive the prices down for our members. So that's one of the benefits of being a member of InterNACHI. We use our big size as an international organization to negotiate with vendors, and we get exclusive deals. A lot of it is free, a lot of it is discounted, exclusively for our members. So if you're interested in a website, go to nachi.org/website and get a new custom website for your home inspection company with SEO for only $2.99. And that's Inspector Website Builder or nachi.org/website. This is part 1, Introduction to SEO. That's search engine optimization for home inspector websites. So we're going to do a little learning about SEO today. Don't pay anybody for SEO. Don't pay anybody to get on page 1. And there's no page 1, by the way, anymore. It doesn't exist. Don't pay anyone a few $100s for a website. Don't pay more than a few $100s for a website. I mean, there are some website companies out there that will charge a couple $1,000s, and then will charge you to manage that website for several $100s a month. Yeah, don't do that. InterNACHI's official vendor has a really good deal for you, and that's at nachi.org/website. So don't pay more. Join InterNACHI, and we try to keep your money in your pocket, right? With all these free membership benefits that InterNACHI provides and affordable things that you need for your business. We negotiate that price down so you can save money. Don't increase overhead. So SEO, don't pay anybody for SEO. It's not that complicated. We're going to have a little introduction to SEO, and it's all about websites as well. Don't pay more than a few $100s to get a website designed, and don't pay more than like $1 a day to host it. That's about it. A few $100s to get it designed and $1 a day to host it. Okay. And don't pay anybody to manage websites. Essentially, when you build a website for a home inspection company and you're not changing it every day, you're not changing the prices of your services every day, there's nothing to manage, right? And don't pay anybody for SEO because you think it's complicated. This webinar, this series of webinars, is going to make it real easy for you to understand what SEO is. Okay. People make SEO sound really confusing and complex. And those people are usually trying to sell you SEO services, right? So no matter what, home inspection service you provide, no matter what kind of home inspection business you operate, residential, commercial, mold, radon, maybe you're a multi-inspector firm, or you do move-in certifieds or new construction, or you have an indoor air quality business. SEO is critical. If you want your website to show up on a search like Google, that's a search engine, then working on your website should be like a critical part of what you do in your business. And it's part of your marketing strategy as well. But the great thing is you can do a lot of it yourself if you understand what it is. So this introduction to SEO for home inspector websites will help explain that, right? Or you can delegate down. If you need a website with SEO in it and you don't want to do it yourself, maybe you want to hire somebody to do it. And delegation is the key to success for sure. So this is part one, Introduction to SEO. There's 6 parts to this webinar series. Part 2 is getting started with SEO. Part 3 is how to optimize your website. And then the next 3 are all about keywords. Part 4 is going to be about Google search keywords and how to choose the right keywords. Part 5 is going to be about keywords and how people use them to search. And then part 6 is about keywords and putting that into your website content. And that's at nachi.org/webinars if you wanted to register for the next webinar, okay? All right, SEO, search engine optimizing. Optimizing your website for search engines is one of the most valuable things you can do to achieve your business goals and build your brand awareness and to drive traffic to your website. Not just any kind of traffic, not just a bunch of people visiting your website, but high quality traffic, people who are actually looking for you, your services, your fees, the things that you do that are different from all the rest, right? That's quality traffic. So if that's important to you, then what is SEO and why is it important? Okay. SEO improves discoverability. Simply put, it's a process of how to improve you getting discovered when someone searches for home inspections in your area. It's about improving the discoverability of your site in search results and to get quality traffic to your site, quality traffic, right? So let's do a search. Let's do a search and just, see what it's like. Let's go home inspection in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, this is what it looks like, right? And if you want to do it right now during the webinar, you can. You'll find that there's no page 1 anymore. So if you get an email, hey, I can put you up on page 1, there's really no page 1 anymore, right? Just delete that email. Just delete all those emails, people promising you to get up high. One quick way to get high ranking on Google is to just run an ad. Pull out your credit card and pay to play, right? Or you can get things like Google Guaranteed. So what we have here are at the top are sponsored or paid ads. So if you wanted to get on top, you got to pull out your credit card, right? So this will be sponsored, or you'll see the words. Oh, let me see if I can use my highlighter. Okay. So you'll see things like sponsored or ads, right? And so what comes up when I do a Google search? I got 2 companies here, and this doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be good for me. It's not personalized. It's just these folks paid to be there. So they're going to show up on the top. That's hard to compete with, right? If you don't want to pay to play. This one is sponsored. This is also paid here. This is what Google thinks generally you may want to look at without even knowing what your really personalized interests are. And this one is a paid ad. And then the next one is about a map, right? How do you get on this? Well, you have to be on a Google map, which means you have to have a Google business profile. So these businesses have Google business profiles. They also have Google reviews. That helps getting ranked near the top, right? So they have, let's see, pillar to post. Well, that's a franchise. This isn't, you can see the BENOR to something. This is the home inspection business. This is what I'm hiring. This is the franchise. So actually the franchise is getting ranked, not the home inspection, not the home inspector, right? That's unfortunate. A lot of Google reviews, been in business this many years, but you need a website. So to be here, you need a website, you need a Google business profile, you need a verified address. These options are what Google thinks you would like to know about because they have verified that they're actual businesses. These are not personalized to you. They have no idea if it's going to really match up, but they're paying to be there. Same thing here. This is a sponsored ad. And then the next one, these are organic searches. Then Win Home Inspections, another franchise paying to be there. I'm not sure what the home inspector's name is. Oh, it's One Stop Home Inspection Service, but it's in the franchise. Yelp is here. That is a third party. That's like a company out there that has a listing that makes recommendations for home inspectors. So that's a good idea, actually. Go to Yelp, get a free account. Go to other places as well, and we'll talk about them later so you can get ranked. Expertise.com, I don't know what, that's a list of home inspections. So, and then there's questions. Google will put up commonly asked questions for people who are doing a search that's similar to you. You're looking for a home inspection in Raleigh. So a question that people ask are, how much does a home inspection cost in Raleigh, North Carolina? So you may want to get that phrase and answer it on your website so that the answer here is provided by you. That's kind of like a trick in order to get recognized by a Google search, right? And it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on like that. So if you wanted to be on top, well, it's kind of like a pay to play kind of thing. That's the problem. And it's expensive to be on top. And it's not necessarily good traffic. So careful. Oh, maybe we should also just, let's go to Google. How to get Google guaranteed. What does that mean? So go to ads.google.com. Careful, there's other websites that provide this kind of information. But if you wanted to know what Google guarantee means, is that, well, you just pay to get this little green check mark and Google bumps you up, right? And here's the cost. So what is the cost to get Google guaranteed? Well, they don't tell you. They just say, tell us how many leads you want per month, and we'll recommend a budget. So I want a million leads, right? So the budget's going to be really high. Again, it's all about paying to play. And so is that all I got? Like, is that what SEO is? You got to pull out your credit card? Not necessarily, right? So the potential here to get recognized and be a successful home inspection business using a website, it's huge, because working on SEO and improving your website's performance really never stops, right? There's always something you can do. Even today, it's kind of like exercise. If you want people to notice you, you must be working out, how healthy or in shape you are. You go to the gym every day and exercise, right? To regularly improve the health of your body. SEO is the same. There's always a little work to do in order to regularly improve your SEO or your website performance for your home inspection business. So right now, just think about how many people are searching for your services in your area, some of the inspection services that you offer in your town. It's specific to your town. So imagine right now, everyone's searching for you. The question is, can they find you, right? That's the question. Are they going to find you? Okay, Google. Typically, when we talk about search engines, we're talking about Google. Google is the most popular search engine out there. More than 90% of all internet searches are through Google. And here's a typical phrase that people will use: home inspector in your area. And the discoverability of your website is based upon Google's algorithm. So to better understand it, let's take a look at how search engines work. Google and other search engines, they use things called bots, also known as crawlers or spiders. And these bots, they'll travel around the internet 24/7, crawling all the web pages on the internet to understand what they're about, taking a look at their structure, the content, and even the links from one page to another, or links from other sites to that site, right? Like Yelp linking to your website. They like to take a look at that. And these bots then store all that data in a huge library called an index. It's a big library containing information about all the websites, all the web pages on the internet. It's huge. And the index, this library, is updated every time a bot crawls around on your website and on your page. And it's updated. It's an updated live library. And the frequency of the crawling around on your website, the indexing, and the updating of the library is based upon a bunch of factors, including how important and relevant Google thinks your site is, and how often your website is updated. So new websites aren't really relevant, turns out, according to like a lot of studies. Sites that are not regularly updated are not really relevant. Dead websites are kind of like old information. A Google business profile that's associated with a business and a website, if that's not updated, right, with an update or an event or a photo, that's probably like a dead website, right? So what you want to do is start here. If you have a home inspection business and a home inspector website, you want a Google business profile. I don't want to get too far ahead. We're going to talk about this later, but it's getting discovered starts here. It's about your Google business profile, and it's free. And it's how Google identifies and verifies who you are. You're a business. You need an address, a phone number, and all that good stuff. They're going to verify, because they don't want to send anybody looking for a home inspector in Raleigh to an unverified business with a dead website, right? So I'll show you how to get a Google business profile. Let's just go to Google. If you don't have a Google business profile, you're making a mistake. How to get a free Google business profile. Okay, so when you look for something and you're looking for like something from Google, you have to find Google to provide that information, because what pops up, remember, are the sponsored ads, not necessarily what you're looking for. They're not personalized. Look, SEMrush, it says create a Google business profile. I don't want that information coming from SEMrush. It's a very popular thing for SEO and website designers. I don't want a list of a bullet point list or a numbered list about this. I want a link. I don't want to answer to a question, a commonly asked question. I want this. Make sure you get google.com. Get the answer. If you want to know about Google Business Profile, get the answer from Google. So sign up for a business profile. That's where I want to go, right? Let's see. This one's a nice one. So stand out on Google with a free Google Business Profile. Just Google it, right? That's what we say. Google it. There's 3 things that are essential to a Google Business Profile, right? This is really cool. This is SEO. Google tells you what's important. That's why it's basic. SEO is not very complicated. So Google right here is telling you to get a Google Business Profile. It's free. And here's what we think is important. Ready? You better have this. Otherwise, you're not going to be discovered. Here it is. Ready? Add essential info to your Google Business Profile. They want, what does that mean? Essential information. They want valuable information that you have to share that your clients are looking for. Google loves that because they can run ads and make money putting those 2 people together. So you have to have essential information. You have to think, what are your potential clients looking for? And then you provide that information on your website. You want to share photos, your logo, and more. Where do you get a logo? InterNACHI's marketing team will design a free business logo, right? Share photos. You want to take pictures. You want to share it. This isn't just social media here. This is like updating your website, updating your Google Business Profile with those pictures. You put a picture on your website, you put a picture on your Google Business Profile. Very easy to do. And you want to share this stuff. So Google is saying we want essential, valuable information for people who are searching. We don't want to send anybody to your website if you're not going to give them what they're looking for. 2, you better be active. You better be sharing photos and telling us what you're doing and posting things, and maybe doing a blog and, get another logo designed or something like a post, right? And then show who you are. You want to show who you are. What does that mean? Well, you need the basic essential information. You want a company name, a company website address, a phone number, an email, a way to contact, a description of your business, a list of your services, how to get in contact with you, right? That's what essentially Google is telling you is important to them. And if you can fulfill those 3 things with a Google Business Profile, you're good. You're good to go. Okay. Google Business Profile. Every business needs it. I mean, if you have a website and you don't have a Google Business Profile, don't complain that nobody can find you. You have to get a Google Business Profile. Essential information, keep active, and make sure you have all of the essential business information there so that people can contact you, like schedule with you, call now, schedule now online. The other thing are Google reviews. Google reviews is essentially, I think it's one of the most important things to have if you want to be discovered on a Google search. You can yell, you can get on the top of the roof and yell out as loud as you can about how wonderful your inspection business is for everybody. You have valuable information for everybody, right? You can yell as loud as you can, but the recommendation from a total stranger is worth more than any of that. Google loves a review from a total stranger. Isn't that weird? Because total strangers who say that they trust you, a bunch of them saying, whoa, we trust, Big Ben Inspections. That's called trustworthiness. And Google leverages that, leverages the trust that you have earned from total strangers and says, well, they must be important. Google Business Pro, you need a website, right? And don't pay extraordinary prices for a good website designed by, a good website designer. And InterNACHI's official website, InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs, that's a good start. And they'll help you get a Google Business Profile. And then you need Google reviews. That's critical. If you don't have any Google reviews, let's say you don't have any Google reviews, and you're a veteran inspector, Well, go back to your client database and send them send them a link to get Google reviews. How do you get Google? If you're brand new, how do you get Google reviews? You don't have any clients. You perform an inspection for your friends and your family and your neighbors, get 30 Google reviews, right? In exchange for a free home inspection, you got to do a Google review. Okay, so how do you get Google reviews? It's easy. Go to Google and you type in how to get Google reviews. Okay, again, sponsored ads are at the top, not personalized. It's probably not what you're looking for, but they paid. So Google likes that. So they put them on top, right? So birdeye.com. I'm not going to birdeye.com if I want to know how to get Google reviews. I'm looking for Google. So tellus.com. True. Skip over. There's SEMrush again. Boy, they're paying. There's this thing, answers to the questions. Here it is. Support.google.com. It's about, getting Google reviews. There, how to get Google reviews. That's very easy. Okay, so that's how you get Google reviews. When people search on Google, they'll often find, let's do it again. Let's go back to Google. I think we already did this, but let me go again. I'm going to search for a home inspection in Raleigh. And when people do a search like that, they're often going to find chunks of information, different types of information on the search result page, also known as the SERP, Search Engine Results Page, SERP. It doesn't matter. Top results are going to be probably paid advertisements of businesses, and they have paid to have their sites show up first for specific keyword phrases. And it doesn't matter what you need. It's not personalized. It's just they paid to be there. Underneath are going to be like organic results, which are determined by search engine algorithms. And no one really knows how Google's algorithms work. But the higher the site is on the search results page, the more relevant Google thinks that the site is going to be for a specific query. But how does Google's algorithm actually work? How does Google's algorithm qualify a specific web page as relevant and trustworthy, right? Here's the Google reviews, 1,000 Google reviews. That's one way. Well, let's take a look. These three things are important to Google, we think. No one knows. So we're all just guessing. I'm just guessing. While Google doesn't release the exact factors, the ranking factors, it's probably based upon, well, this is what its research says. These three things, the content, the quality of the content. Remember, we went to Google Business Profile and they told you what's really important, essential information. Yeah, that's content that's valuable for the person searching for that information. Authority, this is where you leverage InterNACHI. InterNACHI, the world's largest organization of residential and commercial property inspectors, has trained and certified you and has put you on the internet because you update your membership profile with your name, address, phone number, and website. And we have this huge voice in this industry. And if we say that you're trained and certified by us, right? Because you went to InterNACHI's college, not some unaccredited school. Google likes that. Google, so borrow InterNACHI's trust. It's like a Google review, total stranger saying, "Hey, I like Big Ben inspections." InterNACHI, same thing. Borrow InterNACHI's trust. So get trained and certified, and then put those logos and those keywords on your website. And Google likes that because they want to know if you're an authority. Are you credible? Do you have information that is maybe unique to you? Like, a lot about using a drone for homes and roof inspections in Raleigh, North Carolina. Maybe that difference gets you like competing not with 50 other inspectors, but maybe now there's only 4 of you. Now, what else is different about you? Well, I use a drone and I use infrared. Now you're only competing with one other person. And Google understands this unique kind of valuable information. And they're going to find people who are looking for that and connect to you. That's the whole point. That's the whole discoverability work. User experience is you can't have a crappy website. I mean, find a website design company that just does website designs. These factors are constantly changing. There could be more factors even today, because it's based upon what Google believes will give people the best results when they do a search. After all, that's why we say Google it, right? It's like second nature. They want to be really good at finding the thing that you're looking for. So that's why we say Google it. There are other search engines, but just go to Google, because Google works hard to develop and improve its algorithm to match users and searching with the most relevant and quality results, because that's how they make a lot of money. It's a good decision to hire an inspection website design company that also includes SEO, that also knows how search engines work, that also knows how to build a search engine optimized website correctly with good website structure that's easy to use and has good valuable content that people are looking for. And they know different ways to show credibility and trustworthiness. Delegation, that's a key to business success. You can try to do all this yourself, but who has time for that? When you, as the owner of the company, should be thinking about other things like strategies and business practices and processes. Okay. So delegating is an important task. Try to hire somebody to build an inspector website for you. And it should be affordable and simple to do and very easy to understand. That's why I like Wix. Wix is a great resource. The information in this webinar is available at Wix, wix.com. It's a great place to build a free website. Let's just go. You don't have to hire anybody to build a website. You can do it yourself if you want to, or delegate, right? So let's go to Google. Let's go how to get a free website from wix.com. So at the top, guess what pops up? Wix? No. Nope. WordPress paid to be there. So wordpress.com, right? And then there's, here it is. Wix, website builder, create a free website today. There's some videos, and a bunch of other information, but I like that one. It comes from Wix and it says, create a free website today. Oh, I've got to open it up in another browser. Sorry about that. See, I automatically popped in. How to get a free Wix website. Find Wix. There it is. Oh, no, that's web.com. That's GoDaddy. That's Forbes. Man, it's tough. It's literally very difficult for potential clients of yours to find your website if you're not going to do this expensive pay-to-play kind of thing. But if your clients are savvy and they're going to scroll down a little bit over this crap that's at the top of a Google search, right? They'll get to hopefully your website and it'll be up there. Okay. So where are we? Build a website for free. It comes from wix.com. So building a website for free. So Wix has free websites. If you don't want to, you can have a great website designed by you. You got to do all the work and it's for free. But InterNACHI's official vendor for inspector website designs actually uses Wix to build modern customized websites for only InterNACHI members. And you can get more details at nachi.org/website. Okay. Part 2. Okay, we had a short introduction to SEO. All these webinars are going to be short and sweet. We're not going to take a lot of time through SEO because we're going to have 6 of these webinars in a series. So that was part 1. Part 2 is coming up November 24th. That's a week from now. Part 2, it's getting started with SEO. We're going to do more work. We're going to learn a little bit more about SEO and Google ranking. Okay, we're going to go beyond just the introductions, and we're going to really get started and start working with SEO on your home inspector website. So if you wanted to join me and other inspectors about SEO for home inspector websites, part 2 is coming up next week, November 24th. Go to nachi.org/webinars. So thank you, everybody. That was a free online webinar, short and sweet webinar about the introduction to SEO. Hope you got some good information out of it. And I'll see you on the next webinar. Part 2 is coming up next week. Bye, everybody.